We are now looking at the time off section of the Richland Library Munis Employee Self-Service profile. So this is where you have logged in. You are looking at your first page of your profile, and you can scroll down to the middle of your page and see your time off section. And then we're going to click Request Time Off to get to that section. So when you request time off, the first thing you'll see is this calendar view, and you'll be able to choose dates within that calendar view that you would like to take off. Now you can do consecutive dates, you can do dates that are non-consecutive, you can do more than one at a time. But for now, we're just going to do 2 within February, and then we're going to click Continue. And this gets you to the type of leave that you will be requesting. Now, as of January 2017, PTO, or paid time off, will be the only type of leave within your ESS and within Munis for you to take off. That does not mean you have less leave. We did not take any annual or sick leave away. We merely combined both of those to come up with paid time off. So we're going to click Continue because that's the type of leave we want. And as you can see, you can alter the hours for each of these days. It defaults to your all day, your full day hours, but I'm going to show you what you need to do in order to get your correct amount within Munis. So Munis processes time within within a quarter of a hundredth system. So like for instance, 8.0 is obviously 8 hours, but say you worked 6 hours and you wanted to take off 2.5. So if you wanted to take off 2.5 hours on February 20th, you would put 2.5 because this is 50 out of 100% of that next hour. So right here, I'm going to put 5.75 because I was here, but I took off 5 hours and 45 minutes, which means I took off 5 hours and then 75% of the next hour. It's a lot easier once you get used to using that percentage within 100, quarter percentage within 100 system. If you have any questions about amounts of hours, please contact the personnel office. So I'm going to click Continue once I've got those hours. And so right here you will see a summary of what you would like to request, the type, the dates requested, and the total time requested. So right here you have a chance to comment, and this is not mandatory, but since we are headed to paid time off without any separation between sick leave and annual leave, it is more important than ever to let your supervisor know exactly what your leave is for and when it's going to be. It's always important, but it's become even more crucial as we move towards this system. So a good practice is to use this system to type in the time when you'll be off for those dates. It's a great place to do that so that you'll have a specific area in which to list that sort of thing. And then down here with the reason, you can click emergency sick leave, scheduled sick leave, emergency annual leave, scheduled annual leave, or FMLA. Now FMLA, some of you may recognize that term, some of you may not. If you do not, then you don't need to worry about it right this second. If you have any questions about what that is or how it works, we will definitely be happy to talk with you about that. But if you are a person who utilizes FMLA leave, you know what that is, you know you are currently on it, and you are requesting time off that has to do with your FMLA condition, please label this as FMLA within this system. That makes it so much easier for us during payroll to make sure that we have everybody marked as they need to be and give you your full credit for your FMLA hours and all of that. So again, if you are entering what you know to be FMLA leave into ESS, please label it as such. Otherwise, the emergency designations are for things that come up and you are unable to put into ESS 10 days before the dates that you would like to have off. So for example, if you wake up and you have the flu one day and you can't get into work, that's emergency sick leave. If you try to start your car one morning and it doesn't and you have to get it situated, that is emergency annual leave. Scheduled sick leave would be a doctor's appointment that you've had for several months. Scheduled annual leave would be a vacation or anything that you have scheduled several weeks in advance. So I'm going to click scheduled annual leave because this is not an FMLA situation and this is not emergency leave for any of those reasons. So I'm going to click make request, and what that does is send an email automated to your supervisor, and your supervisor will see that email and they will either reject or approve your request, and you will get an automated email back when the request has been rejected or approved. So right here you can see a little list starting of your requests that have happened, and you do have the option to cancel your leave, but if you need to cancel your leave but do not do so before the payroll in which it is processed, you will not be able to cancel it from here. So for instance, I have this previous request from January 23rd to January 24th. So that's still a ways in the future. If my plans change, I can click cancel and it will go off of my list and it will not be processed as time that I have used. However, if I don't end up using the February 20th to February 21st hours, if I in fact have to move appointments, or if I discover something or something comes up at work that I need to come in and can't use these hours on a practical level, and I wait until the first part of March or whenever the paycheck is going to be processed for these hours, I will not be able to cancel that. So if you are unable to cancel any sort of request here, you've probably waited too long for and it has processed through the payroll. However, you can call the personnel office and we'll be more than happy to help you with that. So you won't have the cancel option if that happens. But again, just contact the personnel office and we're more than happy to help you with that if you have any issues. Thank you.